So people do not buy expertise. They buy trusted expertise. Those are different things. The people who have the most credentials do not automatically get the client. The client trust most gets the client. Trust is a consulting. Context is built through mechanisms. First is a demonstration, like showing your thinking in action before money changes hands. Second is consistency, showing up with the same quality of insight repeatedly until the market learns it can count on you. And third is most corporate leaders think about building a consulting or coaching business as something they would do after they leave their company, after the kids are in college, after the mortgage is paid down, after things settle down at work. And I definitely understand that completely. But here's what the logic gets wrong when you think like that. So the best time to build the storefront is when you still have the most valuable inventory right now, while you hold that title, while you still have access to the institutional credibility when you're at your peak. So your expertise is worth more to the market than it will ever be again, which is now. And the storefront that lets the market find you is the podcast. So today we'll talk about building the storefront and why the product has been ready for years. You just have not had the doors open yet. Like I said, the product has always been there. And let me reframe something like fundamental. Hey, quick break. Everything we've been talking about in this episode, this is exactly what comes up when corporate leaders take the corporate income audit. It's a free 5-minute diagnostic I built specifically for directors, VPs, and senior professionals who know they have more to offer than what their salary reflects, but haven't built anything outside their role. So the audit shows you where you are on the corpreneur journey right now. So your expertise score, your leverage gaps, and the specific stage you're in, from trapped expert all the way to leveraged corpreneur. So most people who take it tell me it's the first time they've seen everything in their situation mapped out clearly. Link is in the show notes. Take it during the episode and we'll keep going when you get back. So most corporate leaders think they need to create something new to have a product. They think they need to develop a new framework, to get a certification, write a book, or reinvent themselves before they have something worth selling. And this is totally wrong. The product already exists. It is the decades, the domain expertise sitting inside your head right now. It's the framework you use to diagnose a situation in an organization before anyone else in the room has even named it. It is the pattern recognition you have built from watching the same operational challenge play out across 5 different companies and knowing exactly where it breaks. It is the judgment, the hard one, experimental, built judgment that a founder or a CEO on a board will pay significant money to access for an hour. That is the product. It has been the product for years. The only missing piece is the storefront. That lets the market find you within a system that lets you build trust over time. So let's talk about the trust. And that's the only thing standing in between you and consulting income. Hear me out. Here's the single most important insight about consulting and why it actually works. So people do not buy expertise. They buy trusted expertise. Those are different things. The people who have the most credentials do not automatically get the client. The client trust most gets the client. And trust is a consulting. Context is built through mechanisms. First is a demonstration, like showing your thinking in action before money changes hands. Second is consistency, showing up with the same quality of insight repeatedly until the market learns it can count on you. And third is niche, being precise enough about what you solve and for whom the right client will recognize you as authority. And podcast delivers all three at the same time. Every episode is a demonstration of your thinking. Every weekly release is consistent signal. Every topic you choose reinforces your domain expertise. So the podcast is not a marketing tool. It's a trust building machine. And trust is the only currency that converts in consulting, especially in this AI world we live in. Now, let's talk about how to turn what you know into what to sell. Let me give you the packaging sequence. So this is the practical part. the exact process for turning expertise into a consulting or coaching product that the market can find and pay for. So, step one is identifying your specific transformation, not what you do, what changes for the people you work with because of what you do. The VP of operation who hires you does not want operational consulting. They want the operational problem that is costing them $3 million a year to stop costing them $3 million a year. That's the transformation your product provides. So name it precisely. Step two is building the framework that delivers the transformation. So you already have this framework. You already have been using it inside your company for years. You have not given it a name or documented it in a way the market can't understand. So your podcast is where you document it. Episode by episode, you reveal the framework publicly, building the case for why your approach works, while at the same time educating your audience on why they need it. Step three is creating the offer structure that matches the framework to a client's budget and commitment level. A one-day intensive at a fixed project fee, or a monthly retainer for ongoing advisory access, a 90-day accelerator for a leader who needs the full framework implemented with your guidance. 3 different price points, 3 different levels of access, all built on the same expertise, all fed by the same podcast. So the storefront, let's talk about that. Let me show you exactly how the podcast function as a storefront. Okay. So your podcast has an episode on the specific organizational challenge your target client is dealing with right now. That episode is indexed on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Someone searches for answers to the exact challenge, and your episode comes up. They listen for 25 minutes. By the end, they are thinking, this person understands the problem better than anyone I have found. They look at your show notes. There is a link to a discovery call. They book it. That sequence from search to listen to book happens without you being involved at any stage until the call. This is the storefront functioning. This is the difference between a consulting business that requires you to constantly hustle for clients and one that has a system bringing qualified, pre-warmed clients to you on a consistent basis. So one of the models is sustainable. The other one burns you out in 18 months, regardless of how good you are. Now, what your clients from corporate America already know about you, there is one more angle on this I want to address directly. So your current and your former colleagues inside corporate America are some of your highest quality potential consulting clients. They know your work. They trust your judgment. They have watched you solve problems firsthand, but they need a professional reason to get engaged with you in a consulting capacity. They need to be able to bring your name to their leadership team with credibility. They need to be able to say, hey, I heard this person's podcast. I have followed their work. They have a track record in this exact area, and I think we should bring them in. Your podcast gives them that professional context. It gives your relationship with them a platform backed by credibility that makes the referral or the direct engagement feel natural and low risk. The people who already know you become your first clients. The podcast makes it easy for them to make that move. Now, if you need help with this framework on getting your platform started, right? Holla at your boy, because your expertise is the product. It has been and always has been. The only thing missing was the storefront. That lets the market find you. Your podcast is that storefront, and the market is ready to walk in. When you're ready, the link is in the bio or the description. I'll see you on the call. Come on.